What's up, fam? It's your boy Darren coming to you again on Tuesday. Sort of kind of like winding it down. I spoke earlier regarding about your success is intentional, and I just want to make sure you guys kind of like understood where I was coming from that. If not, if you didn't go to it, go to my YouTube channel and make sure you subscribe to it. Hit the like button, thumbs up, all that. Let's try to get that subscriptions up, because I want to continue to feed you this knowledge, because it's not mine to keep. And hopefully the information that I am providing you that can help you in the long run when it comes onto your business and your entrepreneur ideas and so forth. So what about focusing on your vision? Well, that's something that some people, when they come up with an idea that they want to go on their own, they want to start their own business or whatever, it first becomes an idea, and then and it dies. Because the more you talk about your vision or your goals, then you realize that there's going to be work that needs to be involved in order to come with that. And so what happens in the case is that you sort of talk yourself out of it because you think it's too much work, and that it's going to take too much of your time. And I'm here to tell you that anything you want to do, and it's not get rich quick or anything like that, it's going to take your participation. It's going to take a little bit of your willpower. It's going to take your dedication in order to make it come to fruition. So you want to make sure that when you come up with an idea as far as what you want to do and what you want to accomplish, write it down, review it, go over it. I'm not saying make it complicated. No, don't do that. But just write down the ideas that you want to, how you want to start your business, what it's going to take outside of your knowledge base. You want to focus on certain things like that. Because it's going to take a commitment from you. It's going to take some effort from you. It's going to take, you hearing people that you saying that you can't do it, or why are you doing it? You're gonna have a lot of distractors out there. Maybe not a lot, but you're gonna probably hear from people that you value their opinion, and then if their opinion is not in line with yours, then you may find yourself second guessing yourself. You may find yourself doubting your abilities, because when you value somebody's opinion and they are not in line with yours, I don't care what anybody say, you will pause maybe a little bit. Just telling you. You may pause. And so what that pause will allow you to do, it will allow you to start making excuses, or opening the doors for excuses for you not to proceed with what you thought you can do. And what I'm saying to you is that don't put yourself in that position where you feel that you can't accomplish the very thing that you set your mind to, okay? Because there's going to be a lot of distractors out there, man. Some going to be close to you. Could be your direct family. It could be your, distant relatives. It could be your close friends. There's going to be people that, because they're not willing to take the steps that you are willing to take in order for to see your success come into play. One of the things I would suggest that you do is, you write things down, man. You write things down that's going to allow you to commit to it. Because when you write things down, that's your handwriting. So you can probably say, well, I'm not going to write it down. I'm going to, go on the computer and type it. Okay, whatever works for you. But when it comes to your handwriting, or it comes to something that you wrote or you typed or whatever, you kind of committed to it, because that's not anybody saying that but you. And I think sometimes people, when they do that, that really commits them, because if you don't follow through with it, then who you lying to? You're lying to yourself. Okay? So I wanted to be, very clear on that, because that's very important for you to kind of like understand where you are. when you come on to being when you coming up with a new idea, new business, you want to make sure that you're doing your homework and then you putting everything in order, okay? Because if you don't put everything in order, then you're going to come up with things that really don't make sense. All right, so have a game plan, figure out what you want to do, talk to people in your field of expertise, get well educated in that, and don't set goals for yourself. And I say that, people say, well, don't set goals. In other words, don't set goals that are limited. You know what I mean? Just keep that mind free and clear, okay? I mean, you're gonna have your whole life to set goals, but you want to keep your mind right now to be free and clear, okay? Okay, how do I get to this point? You know, how do I get from point A to point B, and then point B to point C, and point C to point D? How do I do that? Okay, what do I need to do? Okay, some steps may take longer than others, which is fine. But as long as you learn it in the process, then I think you'll be okay if you learn it in the process. But if you're not learning the process, then it's like, okay, what are we doing? So your vision is very important, because your vision is very personal. It's what you have embarked on, what you have thought about, what you have dreamt about. That's your you know, that's your window of opportunity. Everybody don't see through the same lenses, man. I mean, that's, you know, that's something that we got to come to grips with. You know, everybody's not going to see it the way you see it. We could be looking at the same thing, but we can interpret it differently. So that's why you have a Burger King and a McDonald's and a Wendy's and so forth and so on, because everybody had a different way to cook a hamburger. So, you know, if everybody thought the same way, we just have one restaurant with one hamburger, and that's where we go. So there's different ways of doing things, and we gotta apply that to our personal lives and our personal endeavors. As far as that, just because somebody else is doing it doesn't mean that you can't do it better, or you can do it differently, or whatever. So I just want to, you know, bring that to light, because too often times you say, oh, somebody else is doing that. No, I get it. The footprint has already been there, but that's why we have different vehicles. It's still on 4 wheels, but that's why we have different shapes, size, colors, you know, models, whatever. You know, it's not just like one. It's not the Model T Ford that was at once America's car. So now you just have everybody's coming up with. That's why you're leaving room for companies like Tesla come in to create a new a car with new features and new ideas. You see what I'm saying? So you can't just automatically just say, oh, well, that's already been done. The question is, can it be done differently? Can it be done better? Is there a market for it, or whatever? And so if you can do that, then you'll start seeing adjustments. There's always things to make things better. Always. Always. I mean, we're in 2020. You think that, okay, nothing's gonna change in 2040? You think we're gonna still be driving the same type of cars? You still think we're gonna be, you know, eating the same kind of foods? You still think we're gonna be, you know, wearing the same type of clothing, and nothing has evolved? No. It's gonna be a lot of things different. You know, you think the phone's gonna be the same way we're using now in 20 years? No. Somebody's gonna think of something else when it comes onto a phone, or how we communicate, or whatever. It's just how it is. Look how far the phones have evolved within the last 10 years or 15 years. Anybody out there got Blackberries? Anybody still using a flip phone? I mean, you know, that's not too long ago, right? So there's always room to improve. Now, if you're one of those people who can develop things, and you're one of those people who can come up with ideas and stuff like that, don't let anybody hold you back and stagnate your growth. Okay, don't let nobody do that, because there's so much out there for you to do. So your vision is very important for you to hold on to, and for you to capture, and for you to do the things that you need to do. Make sense? So with that being said, I just want to make sure everybody have a complete understanding. So definitely go to my YouTube channel, which is Darmac Builders. Make sure you share it, make sure you subscribe, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and I'm gonna come to you guys often and to give you some content as far as what's going on, and hopefully you guys learn something from it, you get something from it, and you can take bits and pieces of it, and hopefully it applies to you in some kind of way. All right, peace.